Miniwargaming Banter Batrep.
Wings of Sanguinius. Made it. Okay, now I'm gonna move my transport. I'll move it 12 inches because what else is it going to do? Piston will move right after it, and I'm pretty sure that if you don't have line of sight to something, you can't shoot it.
Right.
That's why he's behind there. He's not cowering.
Good job. I applaud you.
Salt Marines, moving 12. I'm choosing to move 12 now. I can also choose to re-roll my assault if I move 6 in the movement phase. Oh, the other thing is, let's take note of this because this is important. I put my melted guys in the back with my sergeant. Not so good for range, but better for wound allocation if you shoot at me because I gotta remove those guys first because they're closer to whatever shooting.
Right.
That's that strategy. Now these guys I combat squatted so I can hold that objective. I probably should have done that at the beginning though, just to make it easier, but I like to make things difficult because I'm that kind of guy. I'm not moving my full 12 because the other guys behind have to catch up. I'm gonna move over here, moving 12 inches. I'm gonna have to make a test.
As long as they're 4 inches apart, they're fine.
Guy back, this guy up.
There we go.
He's precious.
Saved by millimeters.
I don't want to lose him. So I'm gonna move up closer. Now these can move 18, they can move up to 18 in the shooting phase when they are moving flat out because they're fast skimmers. People just like their legs when that happens. So my vehicle, which is a fast vehicle, is gonna move up to 12. I'm fine, I don't get immobilized. Piston moves 6. Move 6. These Assault Marines, they're gonna move 2.
That's some good hiding.
These Devastators are gonna shoot at this Demolisher cannon. You have 13 armor, correct?
Yes.
There's 4 missile launchers in there. My sergeant has a Signum. That's gonna be represented by the red die. I need a 2 to hit with that, 3 for the rest. Ah! Ah!
That always happens that way, doesn't it?
But at least 3 hit. 5 to glance you, 6 is pen. 1 glancing hit. What about night fighting?
Shrouded cover save, because it's farther than 24 inches away during night fighting. 3, no. So that will be 1 hull point. 2 hull points left.
These Devastators are gonna shoot at that same Vindicator. Now because of the shrouding plus the extra cover that you get from this, the 2-up cover save that you'll get, if I actually hit you. Now 2 guys are firing, because 2 guys have missiles. The red is the Signum. Good. So 1 penetrating hit, you get your cover save. You just don't roll a 1.
4.
I'm gonna run with these guys, 3 inches, because they can reach nothing. Demolisher cannon. Look at that. The dozer blade, or actually that's not a dozer blade, is it? It's something else.
Siege shield.
It's a siege shield. Matches the terrain at the table.
Very nice. I planned that right from the start.
Yes.
Yes, I always knew what was coming.
Flocking in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounded.
Don't tell the OPP.
Okay.
6 inches. Moving Land Raider 6 inches up.
So when you disembark, you gotta disembark within 6 inches of the hull or access point.
Like so. Then move the Vindicator back for safety's sake. Just a couple of inches.
That's probably for the best.
Moving the Rhinos up 6 inches.
So you place the guy within base contact.
And then you can move your 6 inches, as long as you're not going into terrain.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make you run through the terrain so your Assault Marines can't get to my tacticals. Pile in, boys. Pile in. Pivoting the Predator.
I like that event of words. Pivoting the Predator.
Pivoting the Predator.
Yeah.
Say that 10 times fast. Pivoting Predator, pivoting Predator, pivoting Predator, pivoting. No, I'm not going to do that
It's
anymore.
like tar pitting verbally. Shooting phase.
Twin Link Assault Cannon into the Death Company Rhino.
Yep.
And because I have the power of the Machine Spirit, I get to fire 1 more weapon.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Multi-Melta as well.
Okay.
So, Black Dice, Assault Cannon, Multi-Melta. And the Multi-Melta is Twin Linked, because I have Vulcan. Twin Linked. Everything hits. 2d6 for the Melta, 5s to glance on the black. So there's a pen. A pen.
So that's 2 hull points gone because it's
Penetrating hit. So automatic hull points are gone, so it's down to 1. And then I get 2 actual results. The white one, a Melta, it's AP1, so it's +2 on the vehicle damage. That's immobilized. That's a weapon.
Crew stunned.
Stunned. I just want them to be different. The opposite. Plasma cannon
Yeah.
is going to fire at the rhino, trying to take the last hull point off. Blast center.
Yeah.
Direct hit. 7 on 11. Need a 4 to glance. Ah! Curses. Vindicator.
Yeah.
And shoot at that blasted rhino.
Okay.
Danger close. Hits. 2d6 to penetrate. Pick the highest.
That's right.
'Cause it's
ordnance.
There's penetrate.
Yeah.
And so
it's
one
gone.
hull point gone, but I still have to roll on the vehicle damage in case it explodes.
And it hurts the guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's an AP2 weapon. So I get +1 on the vehicle damage chart.
That's right.
So +1 to this roll. Which is shaken.
Okay.
So it's just a wreck, and
Okay.
the death company have to get out.
When disembarking from a wrecked vehicle, passengers must be within 3 inches of the access points. Okay, so here's the strategy behind this. If it doesn't make sense, then that's due to the chaotic powers at work at bay. Not at bay, they're definitely released from the warp in the Eye of
warp.
Terror. Yeah, that's a dark warp again. Yeah. Did you say internet?
Immaterium.
That's what I said. You have the potential to high plate me with that demolisher cannon. I move them like that. So, does that make tactical sense on my part?
As much as we can deduce from having to look at the book every 2 minutes.
We have been looking at the book every 2 minutes for every little thing.
Yes.
But that's okay, that's how we learn.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
Vindicator, firing on the death company, catching 5, and then 2 of the assault marines, if I hit. Scatter. Direct hit.
Choose the wound.
Reds are the assault marines. That's a bunch of 1s.
First, assault marine cover save, 5 up. He's dead. 3 wounds on a death company, closest model. He's got area terrain cover, 5 up.
Makes
He's
it.
made it. Now for the second wound, I'm going to place it on the same guy. It actually has to be placed on the same guy because he's the closest. 5 up. Doesn't make it. Now for feel no pain, 5 up. So that's an unsaved wound. Since it's double the toughness, you inflict instant death. I don't get to make the feel no pain roll. However, if it was a plasma, I would. Doesn't say anything about AP 1 or 2 or anything.
Which is really strange. That's a new change.
That's a new change. It's a good change.
For you.
And a bad change because the guys with dinky weapons can hurt me easier because I only get 5 up.
Right.
So it imbalances. It's probably about the same. 1 wound left. This guy has no cover, so he's just dead.
Heavy flamer, catching 5.
Yep.
Strength 5, toughness 4, twin linked. 3s to wound, twin linked. 4 wounds.
4 armor saves coming up. That's it.
Predator firing autocannon and las cannons into the land speeders. Blacks are the las cannons.
Did it move or just pivot?
It just pivoted, so
Oh,
it can
okay.
fire all weapons. 3s. Strength 7, strength 9.
Now I get stealth.
Yes, more than 12.
I'm going to need it. Since they moved a lot, they have the jink rule, and now it's a 4 up plus the stealth, and it's a 3 up now because that adds 1 to it. So 3 up save. So this is for the closest guy right there, and this is for the weapon that isn't as powerful. 3 up. Good. And the weapon, the last cannon. 3 up. Ah!
Justice.
So that's a whole point. It's got 1 left.
1 left. And then vehicle damage chart with an AP2 weapon, so +1 to this roll.
Yes.
Can't shoot.
Well, that's important, but it can still snapshot.
Flamer,
Yeah.
and 8 rapid fire. Rapid fire shots. 3s to hit,
6 is glance.
and black is twin linked. Nothing. But twin linked, nothing.
Same thing with the other squad.
Rolling to hit. 6s, adding the flamer.
1 6.
Twin linked, 1 6. So we're glancing, so that's a hull point.
I got my cover save.
4 up.
Oh, the justice.
Stormbolter,
Yeah.
within 12 inches, shooting. 3s, and then 6s. That's exactly the opposite of what I wanted. Same thing with this guy. It's also within 12 inches. 3s, and then 6s, and still not what I want.
So plasma cannon and 4 bolters are within 24. Awesome.
So you only get +1 to your cover save. 4 bolters, and I got to roll for the plasma's overheat.
Okay.
Anything but a 1. Good. Plasma cannon. Direct hit. 4 bolters. 3s and 6s. Nothing on the bolters, but a penetrating hit.
Cover save, 3 up. Oh!
The justice.
So there it is. He's
Exactly.
dead. Yeah, because he already had 1 whole point, so now he's dead. Did you get that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I heard it. I don't understand it.
Okay, that's good. I didn't understand it either.
Okay.
Because if you did that, it's scary.
I only speak 2 languages, neither of which was what you said.
Assault!
Difficult terrain, so 3d6, pick the lowest 2. Which which is 3 inches total.
That doesn't matter because you're still
So
in.
character goes first into the guy with closest, poking him real good with his spear, and then everybody else wobbly model syndrome. For these purposes, they're in base to base.
I would say everyone can attack. Okay.
Now Vulcan is initiative 5. He's gonna strike his blows before your initiative 4 Death Company can make their pile in.
Sounds good.
11 skill 6, hitting on 3. And a mastercrafted weapon, 1 reroll.
Get out,
They all hit.
Sounds about right.
Strength 6, toughness 4, 2s. And he's got digital weapons, so 1 reroll.
Digital weapon? What's a digital weapon?
It's like a laser ring. See, like this one.
The guys are in base to base. They make feel no pain rolls. Here we go. I made no feel no pain rolls. So he's gone. He's gone. And he's gone. So he's going to pile in 3 inches to Vulcan. 12 attacks. I get 4s and then 4s.
Those are a lot of juicy ones.
Go!
1.
I'm not using those dice ever again.
I've done just fine with them. Watch. 2 up save. 2 up.
Now the Death Company are gonna attack the Terminators. I need 4s. No, 3s.
3s.
That's a little more like it. Now I need 4s. 2. Why did I roll these dice again?
2s. No, I don't want that double 1. It's all good. For me.
Now you
That
go.
is. Initiative 1. Hammernator's are the answer to everything that is not a horde. Okay, Mastercrafted Thunderhammers on the Death Company. Hitting on 4s. And I get 5 rerolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at that. That's convenient.
Yeah, a little bit. A little. Ah!
1 missed. And strength 8.
Yeah.
2s to wound.
Yeah.
And to kill. No feel, no pain.
Yeah.
2s. Oh, there's a lot of ones.
I think that's the rest of my squad.
That's 10. Do you have 10?
No. No.
Bye-bye. Consolidation. 5 inches. Moving the Terminators back.